ShipVia LBSi gives you the ability to process various types of orders with shipping carriers and will calculate how much the freight charges will be for your order. This user guide will go through the standard ShipVia LBSi process for one-package shipments as well as cash-on-delivery orders. You can quickly process your orders in the ShipVia LBSi client to rate shop for the carrier with the lowest shipping rate and easily transfer the freight charges back into SAP Business One. We will begin by going over how to process a standard one-package order using the ShipVia LBSi Freight Optimizer solution. Let's start by navigating to Sales, Sales Order to create a new sales order document. First, we will need to add the customer, delivery date, and item, just like any other sales order. Once that information has been entered, we can proceed to click on the ShipVia LBSi tab to add additional shipping information that will be used in the ShipVia LBSi client. For this order, I will change the freight terms to prepaid and add freight, so freight can be added to the AR invoice once the Get Freight button is selected. With the shipping information updated on the ShipVia LBSi tab, we can go ahead and add the document. Now that the sales order has been added, we can proceed to copy the sales order to a delivery document. If the information is correct on the sales order, then the information on the delivery should be ready to be processed in the ShipVia LBSi client. You can double check the information on the delivery document to make sure it is accurate prior to adding it. Once you have verified that the information on the delivery is correct, we can go ahead and add the delivery document. With the delivery document added, the order can now be processed in the ShipVia LBSi client. Since we have the delivery order selected in the Ship From field on the ShipVia parameter screen, we must enter the delivery order number in the ShipVia LBSi client to pull up the correct order information. After you enter in the order number, the ship to address and shipping carrier, if the carrier code is set up in SAP, will populate in the ShipVia LBSi client. For this order, instead of using UPS as our shipping carrier, let's select one of the rate shop options by double-clicking in the ShipVia field. In this instance, we will double-click on the standard rate shop option to select it. In the expected count field is where we would enter in how many packages our order contains. Since our order only has one package, we will leave the one that is already in the field. Below that, in the box ID field, is where we can select the dimensions of our package. To select the dimensions of your package, simply double-click into the box ID field and select the dimensions, or enter in the box ID number into the field. If you notice that your package dimensions do not appear in the box ID lookup window, you can enter in new dimensions in the box setup table. To do so, navigate to Setup, Box Table to view all the predefined dimensions. In order to add new dimensions to the table, simply click Add at the bottom, enter in your dimensions, and click OK to add the new dimensions. Now that the dimensions for your package have been entered, you can enter in the weight of your package in pounds in the weight field. With the weight of your package entered, you can either tab off the weight field or select the rate button to calculate the shipping charges for your package. Since we selected a rate shop option, you will need to select which carrier you would like to use from the list of carriers. The carrier with the lowest rate will be displayed at the top of the list, so you can easily distinguish which carrier offers the lowest rate to ship your package. In some instances, the carriers will need to use a more specific ship to address. If this is the case, a verification message will display stating that the address should be updated. Click OK on the message, select the new address, and click Use Address to use the updated address. After the new address has been selected, the package charges will display in the Package Charges section near the bottom right of the client. If you did not need to update the ship to address, then the package charges would have populated after you selected the carrier. As you can see, the carrier you selected from the rate shop option has been updated in the client, and the package charges for your order are displayed. Once you are satisfied with your shipping selection, you can click Ship to process your shipment. After you click the Ship button, a shipping label will be sent to your printer. Back in SAP Business One, if we refresh the delivery document, you will see the information that is sent back from the ShipVia LBSi client in the delivery document. Now that the shipping information is on the delivery document, we can copy the delivery to an AR invoice. Since the freight terms for this order are set to prepaid and add freight, once we select the Get Freight button on the AR invoice, the freight and handling charges will be added to the freight field at the bottom of the document. If you do not want your handling charges included in the freight amount, you can change the Add Handling Charges option to No in the ShipVia Parameters window. With the freight charges added to the freight field on the AR invoice, we can proceed to add the corresponding document. Let's move on now to a COD order. Instead of going through the whole process again, we will begin with the delivery document. Since this is a COD order, on the ShipVia LBSi tab, we will need to enter in the COD amount for our order prior to adding the document, so the ShipVia LBSi client knows that the order is a COD shipment. With the correct information entered on the delivery document, we can add the corresponding document. In the ShipVia LBSi client, enter in the delivery order number from SAP into the order number field. This time, instead of using a rate shop option, we will leave the carrier that was auto-populated from the order. Make sure that the expected count is correct, and then add the dimensions and weight of your package. Now once we tab off the weight field, the charges will be calculated for the package. As you can see, since this is a COD shipment, there is a COD charge associated with the order. With your package charges updated for your order, you can now proceed to click Ship to process your shipment. When we go back into SAP Business One and refresh the delivery document, the new shipping information from the ShipVia LBSi client will populate automatically on the document. The COD amount on the ShipVia LBSi tab will now include the freight and handling charges in the amount. If you do not want the COD amount to include those charges, then you can simply change the COD amount to the previous amount and update the document. Now that the shipping information has been included on the delivery document, we can now proceed to copy it over to an AR invoice. Since the freight terms for the order are set to prepaid and add freight, we can click the Get Freight button on the AR invoice to add the freight and handling charges to the freight field. With the freight charges added and the document total updated, we can finally add the AR invoice. This concludes the instructions on how to process a standard one-package order in COD shipment using the ShipVia LBSi Freight Optimizer solution. To learn more about our ShipVia LBSi solution, you can view our other ShipVia LBSi videos on our LBSi YouTube channel. Join us as we help you learn more about what SAP Business One has to offer by clicking the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. As an SAP Gold partner, LBSi can help you take full advantage of everything the system has to offer. To get in contact with us, visit our website at www.lbsi.com and navigate to the contact link. You can also email us at sales@lbsi.com for sales-related inquiries, or SAP support at lbsi.com if you're an existing client in need of support assistance.